Welcome everybody to episode 5 of the Adventures of Flash. Look at that picture there. This is the rest day. Looks beautiful, sunny, nice place to stay, but nah, not for us. We're out for a ride. So ride out, 100 miles, circular route, and here we go, and we're off. Today I've got the camera facing rearwards. Just for a little change of perspective. So just the three of us, three amigos, myself, Builder Bob and Diddy Dave. And we're doing a circular route from the hotel. We're going down into Cavilla, which is only a couple of miles away from the hotel, going down from the plane, then turned right, and basically it's a bit of a zigzag the national park. So again, you see another fantastic day, blue skies, weather perfect. We knew it was only going to take a few hours, 3, maybe a bit more hours depending on when we stopped, etc. So it was out on the N230, and that sort of took us over to Torosendo first of all. And again, when we started from there, we started rising up the way. Most of this is taken going up, which I think this gives us the best views. And again, at times you can see where we've been, see how windy the road is. And as you see here, I mean it is all windy. We were taking our time. I think we gradually got a bit faster as we're going along because it was just that enjoyable. And well, we're on our motorbikes, and that's what we do, isn't it? You know, so I'm sure you all do the same thing yourself. All sort of go da da da. Let's have a nice easy ride, and as you're going along, you get more enthusiastic. Speeds keep up a little bit, and fun increases. So there we are. So here we go. We do stop at the highest point at the Torre. There you'll see some pictures halfway through that we took there. So that was it, because we bypassed that on the way to the hotel, so this time we went there. So just to go, well, why not, we're here, let's have a look out for it. So pretty good, so you'll see it in a minute or two. Now I don't know about you, but just watching that there, the KTM's top box moving about, I'm sort of mesmerised by it, because my head just looks like it's staying really still, but then this top box is just leaning over for the corners. just me looking at it going, oh, it's turning to the left, oh, it's moving to the right. Perhaps it's one of these things. I've watched this times now, and every time I'm just sort of busy looking at that, so I should be looking at everything else. It'd be the KTM, obviously 1290 Adventure, the S version, obviously the road version, perfect bike for this for these type of routes. Just to stick it in third. I think I was in most of the time here. Maybe the odd tight one got down into second, but lovely mid-range on it, nice and grunty. Just pulling the way through it, and it was a joy really, especially when it was nice and warm. The tyres are sticky as well, just absolutely perfect. So that's fantastic. So good views as well. I think it's one of these. The views are probably better on behind me. As you can see here, the road's rising up. I mean, I love going uphill. As I said, I think I mentioned before, going downhills, I think it's not my favourite. I love going uphill on this type of terrain. A few trees going about, keeps the terrain interesting as well. And that's until we get up to the top part that you saw in the last episode. So yeah, pretty good. Just the odd car. Just not, again, very quiet. Brilliant routes. Definitely something to do when you're in this area. Don't have rest days. Get on your bike, do these sort of routes. So really good. So obviously, as I said, we're very close to Cavilla, which is on the N230, which is the road we're on at the moment. So bit of history for this town. It dates back to the days when it was a prehistorical settlement, shelter for Justinian shepherds, and a Roman fortress known as Cava Juliana, or Cilia Herminia. The region of Berea Interior, where the city of Cavilla is located, is rich in historical places. Due to its strategic potential, its mountains were used to build castles for both attack and defence purposes. Cavilla was granted foral in 1186 by King Sancho I of Portugal, who also built the castle walls. The old quarters of the city have narrow cobblestone streets. Pedestrians are challenged permanently by the ups and downs of most of the streets of the city. So yeah, I mean, nice little place. We only went through it really. I suppose we should have gone into it a little bit for a wee walk, but we're only there for 2 nights, 1 day, so didn't have a huge amount of time to see it. But yeah, nice bit of history. If you're in the area for a bit longer, definitely a worthwhile place to go and see. Let's say Portuguese with their cobbled streets. There's quite a few of these going about. So that's us stopped at our quick lunch stop. A couple of pictures there. The rest of them now are at the Tor. Very sort of moon-like, I think, because you're right at the very top. So, I mean, the Tor is English, it's English for tower. Sorry, Tor is Portuguese for tower, get that the right way around. Now, it's the highest point in mainland Portugal, and the second most elevated of the Portuguese Republic. So again, not mainland, but only Mount Pico, which is in the Azores, is higher. This point is not a distinctive mountain summit, but rather the highest point in the mountain range. So, and it's an unusual feature being a summit that's accessible by a paved road. So really good, you can get there, just drive into it, see the buildings there, you know you are at the highest point and you've driven there or ridden there. So it's the regional road is the 339, formerly the national road N339. It's located in the mountain range named the Serra da Estrela, which is the national park. It's on the border between the municipalities of Sierra, district of Guardia, and Covina, district of Castelo Branco. So the actual elevation of the area is 1,993 metres, which is 6,637 feet, and that's according to measures realised by the Instituto Geográfico de Exercio, which is the military organisation. Yeah. So right at the highest point of the mountain range, situated in the middle of the roundabout, right near the road that connects the cities of Sierra and Covina. It's a trig point that shows the highest point of Serra da Estrela. There. So right beside the tower, there's a restaurant, stores, and sells typical products of the region. Again, one of these things there's a Serra da Estrela cheese that they sell. Ski centre that I mentioned earlier on in the other video, which is the Vodafone ski resort. And as I said, the nearest urban area from this actual centre, so it shows how close it is to Covina, it's only 12 miles away. And the nearest accommodation is the village of Enhas de Sod, which is just 10 minutes away. So there is a place to stay nearby, you're not far away from the place, it's dead easy to get to. So there we are, so that's a bit of history for you. Still mesmerised by this top box here, moving back and forward there. So you can see there as well the power of the KTM out the corners was just blasting away, getting a bit of a gap from the old V-Strom there. Obviously, Diddy Dave, fantastic with the handling of the bike, but there's nothing you can do when you've got a bike with more power on it, and especially with the V-twin just powering at these corners. I was loving it. It was excellent. Look at me mirrors going, oh, where have they gone? So he was catching me up on a couple of the corners. But yeah, so we're all sticking pretty much together, chatting with on our intercoms. You can probably hear me when I'm not talking just now. That there's a bit of giggling going on between us all. Usual taking the pee out of each other, which we always like to do. Always keeps us entertained. As I said there, you can see there again. It's still the views are fantastic. We're rising higher and higher. You can see just below us the road. You can see it twisting. See we've come up through there. Really, really fantastic. It delivers everything. This ride. It's not too long. We had a quick stop here. Did get my drone out, but then I don't know where I put that footage. I've lost it somewhere. I think I had it on my other computer, and it had a bit of RIP in it, so I lost that bit of footage, unfortunately. But it was quite a nice little bit as well. I remember it well. It's just a shame I can't show it to you. So off we went again. We had a quick turn right onto another road, which I think is the N231, which again just this pretty much circular route we took, and again just same type roads, just kept on going. It's absolutely fantastic. So there we are. It's another one. Just a bit more info on Cavalia. It had a school factory which was built by Fernando de Menezes, second Count of Erisea in 1681. On November the 1st, 1755, Cavia was shaken by the forces of the 1755 Lisbon earthquake that destroyed part of Cavia's castle walls and its large towers. A royal textile factory was established in the city by the Marquis of Pombal in 1763, and Cavia was granted city status on 20th of October 1870 by King Louis I of Portugal. And along with the two streams that cross the city, there are still remains of the old textile factories, which bear witnesses to the unquestionable importance of this industry for Cavia's economy, once known as the Portuguese Manchester. Yeah, some more Wikipedia dad facts there for you. still enjoying these twisty roads here. I think I was just having a ball of a time. You can see I think I was being quite smooth there. Well, going by my top box anyway. If nothing else, the top box was smooth. Going round the corners, done by everything else. But I think I was really enjoying myself. As you can see there again from the rear, you know, absolutely crystal blue skies, clear. See, just the odd little house going about there. But other than that, it was fairly open. The odd car, as we said, dotted about trees now and again, just to give a little bit of contrast to it. And we're just really enjoying ourselves. It was a cracking ride. I know when we went back to tell, we were gushing about how late it was, and there's obviously a few people going, "Oh, we should come with you," but you're too late now. You've got to make that decision. You're out on a motorbike holiday. Get out on your bike, especially when it's just 100 miler like this. You know, it's always worth doing. Still had plenty of time by the pool, drinking a few beers afterwards. Plenty of time for that, and enjoying a bit of the sun in the afternoon when it's a bit warmer, sitting about there. Because at the hotel it's quite exposed. You'll see a bit later on, I've got a bit of drone footage by the hotel in the area, because it's quite high up, quite exposed. A bit of a breeze here actually, so I think morning it wasn't that warm. It was only afternoon when the sun came. This is even in August. I mean, the high temperatures are only about 22 degrees really, and that's high temperatures, so you get a bit of wind that cools it down. And obviously when you're down to say something like 16 or something, it doesn't feel that warm when you're just sitting about. So it's quite nice to get out on the bike. You're always a bit warm on the bike anyway, and we had that few hours in the afternoon to chill. I don't think many people went in the pool. I think if they did, it was only a very, very quick little dip that they had. We're obviously getting a bit hysterical on this ride here. Amount of hysterical laughing and giggling going about in my helmet. God knows what we were talking about. but we're obviously enjoying it, having a brilliant time. So just while I'm giggling away and we're enjoying some of the roads here, I'll give you my last bit of Wikipedia dad facts on Australia. During the first half of the 19th century, the municipality of Cavalia had about 22,000 inhabitants. By 1930, it nearly reached 50,000 inhabitants. During the 1960s, its municipality surpassed 70,000 inhabitants. But the Portuguese colonial war, which was between 1961 and 1974, and the generalised immigration phenomena of the 1960s to 1980s, Portuguese society, its geographical location in the mountainous interior of central Portugal, still listening, its increased mechanisation and the stagnation of its textile industrial sector caused a period of decline of its population to nearly 50,000 in the 1990s. State-run university was founded in 1979, and the city is still expanding, and it's mainly to the flat part of the valley called the Cova da Beira, where some important infrastructures such as the central hospital and the highway are located. So it's got quite good areas. It's very near other areas as well. Obviously it's a national park, so that's why they get a few more there. So that's all me official Wikipedia dad facts for you. Hopefully give you a bit of information, enjoyment. You might have ignored me as you're just watching some of the footage, but hopefully it's been of some interest to yourselves. So just a few more minutes left. So then enjoy this till we get near the end and the footage there. So we leave this area obviously in the next episode, and we're heading towards Zamora, which is about another 200 odd miles we're heading. So I'll get this one out maybe by the weekend, next few days. It's bank holiday coming up, but again just time stamping this. Good Friday on its way in the next couple of days. Weekend we're not going to be able to go anywhere on our bikes yet again, are we? So stay at home. Hopefully the weather stays reasonable as it is at the moment. I wish it was like what I'm seeing here on the screen, because that was absolutely brilliant. We're now discussing it to go there in 2021 again, as I think I mentioned previously. We're possibly going in July this time, so hopefully fantastic weather for us. It should be very similar. Looking forward to it already. So I'll leave you by for the next couple of minutes and I'll come back to you. Right, just about at the end now of my videoing. I do a little bit of different sort of stop-start stuff near the end, and then you've got a bit of the drone footage at the hotel. Chappess is waving, etc. Just sort of show how sort of where the hotel is, in the middle of nowhere, basically up on the mountain, which I thought would be quite interesting to show. A couple of photographs as well from the hotel. So again, hopefully you've enjoyed this bit of a different one from a rear view. And again, this is stopping at our lunch stop. And yeah, as I said, give us a like, subscribe to the channel if you want to see the rest of the videos or some of my other stuff that I've done. Please comment anything. Just let us know how what you thought of this one. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Obviously I did. It was my holiday. It was absolutely fantastic. So hopefully you will come and view the next one. Thanks very much everybody, and see you again. Bye.